to the Power Republic YouTube channel. Today we are going to be showing you how to repair your broken brushes in a starter motor for your go-kart engine. So let's get to it. Okay, some of the tools that you might require for this job is a straight pick, a little bent 90-degree pick, Phillips head, flat blade, a little flat blade. These are the circlip pliers that open, and a set of pointy nose pliers. We've also got a screw gun here with a Phillips, can of spray lube, and also some gasket sealer. So first of all, you're going to have to remove your starter motor from your go-kart engine. Now these are all pretty similar. This is off an Iami X30. You got them the K800. Rotax is almost the same product, but Rotax here, and then you get an aftermarket Ital Sport one. The Galaxy, all the engines are running this style starter motor. So the first thing you're going to have to do is remove these Phillips screws here and here. Okay, so first up, we're going to remove the Phillips head screws. So grab yourself a rattle gun or a screwdriver and take them out, just like so. Then it just slides straight off. Okay, you've got an O-ring here to keep the water out. Sometimes you'll pull these open and they'll be all rusty. I've seen that, and they have all bits in them, and that's why these start to fail. But you can see this one here is in really good condition. It's just the wire has just snapped off. So this is the rotor shaft assembly. Okay, it's got a bearing here, and then this spigot fits down inside the housing, and it's just got a plain brass bearing in the end that needs a little bit of lubrication. So just pull that out. When you do that, the springs and all the brushes will fly out. But don't worry, because you're going to replace them anyway. So then we're going to remove these screws here with the screwdriver. And this little plate should just flick off. Okay, it's on the rubber. You can use a flat blade screwdriver if you want. Just get that guy off there like that. So now this guy can be pushed out. Okay, with just a bit of wiggling and maybe some pointy nose pliers, you can pull on here, pull the old one out, and then get the new one, slide it straight in. And then the other guy here, it's just as simple as doing that. And then you got the brush out. Yeah, so to do the second one, we're going to just pull these springs out of the way. 1, 2. We're not going to lose them because the aftermarket ones might not fit in. Okay, so now to get this guy out, okay, he's a bit tight, so you want to get rid of this rubber grommet and just pull that guy off like so, and then grab your pointy nose pliers, and that should just come out through there. Ta-da! So your little bag of spares will come, and they have the brushes in them and some springs. So bust that open and let's get to installing those. So you can see here, this is your new brush kit. You've got the little short guy, the big brass guy, and 2 springs. To start with, we're going to get this big brass guy, and we're going to slip him back in through that hole. Okay, and if these are a bit tight and you can't get them on, just hit them with a little bit of, this is like just a spray lube from Forsch. It's a great product. And then, but WD-40 or equivalent would work just as well. And then the rubber just slides straight over and in, okay? And then we're going to put this guy back on there. Same thing, it's a little bit dry, so just put some spray lube on there. And then my little steel component should just slip straight over. Righto? And then insert the 2 screws and nip them up with the Phillips head screwdriver. So grab your little short one, it's going to go over there. Put the screw in it first so you don't drop it, and grab your Phillips head. Now do these up with a screw. Don't use the rattle gun because they're only fine threads, and if you put it in on the drink, it won't make your life very easy. And then just screw that guy down until he goes all the way over there. Oh. Nice and firm. We don't want them coming loose. I'll just double check these. Yep, they're tight. Okay, perfect. Now we're on to the tricky part, which is to get the springs in and slip in the shaft without them all flying apart. But like I said, I've got a little trick for that, so let's just jump over to the bench vise and show you how to get it done. Okay, so it's easy to run out of hands when you're doing this job. So I've got a bench vise, just a light bit of clamp pressure onto the housing here, and then we've got a spare set of hands to sort of maneuver all the springs and stuff into position. Okay, so we're going to put the little spring in there first. Now they are a little bit awkward to maneuver around because they want to fly out with regular occurrence, but if you just try to block it down there with a pin, a pick, sorry, and then you can get pointy nose pliers like so, and put that down. These are your new brushes. They should just fit down in there like that. So once you've got the spring in, you just need to get the brush in and started, and then it will hold the spring back. Okay, so once you've got that brush in and the spring pushed back, you can just wedge in the pick across the housing, and then you can operate on the other side with both hands, and hopefully you don't knock that, and otherwise it all flies out, but you just start again anyway, so it's no big deal. Get your spring in with your pointy nose pliers. So grab it like so and put it in its little house, and then if you get another pick, you should be able to slide that down in front without taking off too much skin on your finger, and hold him back in his little hole. Put the brush down and in. Of course it doesn't want to be go in. I can feel it. Oh, it's on the edge. Yes, got it. Right. So now, if we could carefully use our circlip pliers, we should be able to push both of these back. So I'm going to just slide it in here, and then slide it in there. Remove the pick, and we've got ourselves a nice little opening to slide in ever so quickly the rotor. Now you can replace these bearings if they get noisy. This one's perfectly serviceable. So I'm just going to drop it in and push it through as quickly as I can and remove these at the same time. So you might or may not be able to follow that on camera. So line it up, and 3, 2, 1, go. And you can see here that the brushes are still sticking out a little bit, but they haven't totally fallen out. So you can just get your pick and pick it back, rock the rotor one way, push that the other way, and that will just go down into its resting position. So now that you've got the rotor shaft reinstalled into the housing, you're pretty much done. We're just going to put a little dab of silicone on our wires here so they don't break again, and we're going to be good to go. So I've got this instant gasket sealer here from Rotax. You can get different branded stuff, but it works pretty good for me. It's aerosol. So all I'm going to do there is I'm going to put a little dab of silicone here, and what it does is it just stops the brushes from vibrating too much. I'm going to put a little dab in here. Okay, and then hopefully as these wear, it's got a little bit of support there for the brush, and they don't vibrate and break loose. So now that you've installed your new brushes, reinstated the rotor bush bearing into the housing, and we've put some silicone onto the brushes to stop the vibrations from breaking them, we're ready to put the cover back on. So grab your O-ring and just put it down in its little O-ring groove. So the iArmy one, the housing is actually machined in. And then just give that a little bit of a wipe. Now this guy goes that way. So then all I'm going to do here, I want to hang on to the shaft in case the magnets try to pull the shaft back out. That would be a real pain. So boom, chuck that on. You can feel the magnets really pull in there. And reinstall the Phillips head screws. We should be all done. Okay, so there you have it. That is the starter motor repair video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also follow us along on Instagram and Facebook at Power Republic, or go to our website www.powerrepublic.com.au. Grab yourself a t-shirt and a hat. Until next time, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.